reason why this podcast sucks and we have no fans is because Rick and damn Duper talk way too goddamn much.
And Greg would do anything for love. Tell him, Greg.
I won't do that.
Yeah, you will.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, you would.
Twice.
He's a dirty little bitch.
Yeah,
We have this tradition that we find a random stupid song to just sing to each other before the show. That's our pregame hype. And tonight was Meatloaf.
Yes.
Ma! The Meatloaf. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic, dude.
Hey, we're missing somebody here again.
Oh, well.
Josh, he said he went to that Josh fight.
And
So
he
what do we
didn't
call
make
him?
it.
If he didn't win, what do we call him?
Dead?
Well, I mean, they didn't all die, did they?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how intense it was. I know that there's pool noodles involved.
Yeah.
A bunch of Joshes met in a field. I forgot where it was at. I mean, because Josh sent me like the emergency information. He was like, "Hey, if something happens to me, this is where I'm at." And then I deleted that text on accident, so I'm not quite sure where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's safe or not.
I heard he got stabbed by a plastic spork, but I mean, I don't know if rumors can be true. Initial reporting is normally not accurate.
Well,
I just heard that if they lose, like, they have to change their name, right? It was the battle to be the only Josh.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like actual death. So I'm thinking maybe he just has a new name, and that's why we can't find him. New
No
alias.
weirdo.
Maybe.
What do you think his new name is?
Captain Dickhead.
No, I mean like a real name, because he kind of looks like a
That's what I would
Clarence.
assume.
Okay. It's okay.
I would assume he would change his name to Captain Dickhead.
Why though?
Okay.
Why?
I
Because he
want-
loves captains.
I think
So
he would.
I-
What about the dickhead part?
I think. I think he'd go back to his Hebrew Hammer days.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know
hope
how
it-
you guys focused on the captain part.
I hope when he
what made
comes
it funny.
back, he just wears a luchador mask with the beard. That's it. That's his only identifying
He can't
factor.
show his face. He can't show his face ever again. Oh man, we're gonna have to
like
change
that.
all the fucking promos. Thanks for going to Nebraska. Fuck, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish he had come back.
How was your week, dude?
It was good, man. So this past week was Earth Day. So I planted some trees and some plants because I care about the Earth. What about you guys? Did you guys do anything for Mother Earth, or did you guys just continue to shit on her with your carbon monoxide?
I drove my truck and sent you memes about it.
Yeah, you son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
I pruned all of my topiaries and
Is that
made
your
sure the
private
lawn.
region?
Yes. Everything is growing nice. I fertilized again this weekend to make sure that everything that I've already got continues to grow.
Greg?
I mowed the lawn, and recycled plastics.
The fucking Earth hates you guys.
I know.
Well, we did a lot. That's
But
a
we
lot.
love the Earth. We love
I use
Elon.
I use the recycling bin, even though that doesn't actually. It's kind of a farce, but
That
I
is
use
kind
it.
of a farce.
It is.
I learned that if anything is wet in there, like they won't take it, and like almost everything I put in there is wet, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Tell
Are
me
you
more.
peeing on it? Like, oh, what's going on? Oh, hey, that's recycling, honey. Hang on a second.
How was your week, Lee?
Gallon of fucking water.
It was good, man.
Was it-
It was good.
Okay.
That's in depth. All right, Josh is not here. He's dead.
Well, we don't use
Dickhead.
that anymore.
I guess the guy who can speak for Josh, dude, go
Greg,
ahead.
I want to wait for you because you seem like you have something big and exciting, and so let's
I
get
do.
it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much
Let's-
exciting stuff to talk about. I'm in a sad place right now. My Dodgers got their asses handed to them by the Padres this weekend. I was very much looking forward to that series. Got disappointed, but we did get out. I did get my daughter down to Ventura. We went for a nice day trip. Actually got her to go to her first movie in a year and a half. Got to see Demon Slayer. It was badass. I wish I was there with them. That's the story that I got told. There's a story behind that, but Greg needs to get to his. Basically, I bought the tickets for the wrong night, and they're only at 25% capacity. So we went Saturday night. We got there. We buy all our concessions. We're walking in. They're like, "Hey, these are tickets for Sunday." I'm like, "Oh, I'll just go swap them out for Saturday." And they're like, "Bro, we only let like 30 people in the theater at a time. You think we're not sold out?" It's like, well, fuck myself. And that was it. So I spent the day golfing, and they got to go see the movie yesterday.
Well, at least you got to eat popcorn.
Oh, I was so excited about that. That was cool.
No. And
Real
wieners.
popcorn. No wieners, but
no wieners. Oh, okay.
yeah, did have the popcorn.
Your family's used to the disappointment, so.
Okay. That's fair. I don't know why they'd be disappointed, because they actually looked at it and they were like, "Oh shit, we get popcorn 2 days in a row, son." I was all sad, like, "Oh."
Way to
I
turn
finally
that
got
around.
popcorn.
That's good. That's good
Yeah,
work.
you
That's
know?
good dadding. That's good dadding.
Dad of the year. Get him a coffee mug.
That's right.
Number one dad.
World's okayest father.
So I did absolutely nothing productive this week. I just wanted to say that. But there is so much that happened this week that we are not going to talk about on this show. So, for example, speaking of the show, MLB The Show came out. It's awesome.
Yep.
I love it.
Fun.
And then there was other things that came out this week too, like the Mortal Kombat movie, the finale to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, UFC 261, which didn't break just one leg, but two legs. And then, but the real thing I wanted to tell you, Rick, is I actually listened to the first 2 episodes of Twats, and they are actually pretty good, man. So,
well, thank you.
That was my big, week thing. So I just wanted to tell you that.
So he's talking about take warning on all things
interrupt
sports.
you over that. None of that.
Because I know you'd have been like, because I know you, dude. You'd have been like, wait, that's like stupid, Greg, and blah blah blah, and then I wouldn't have been able to get to the Twats part, dude. That's the punchline.
I would have said Mortal Kombat, but no, I couldn't. See,
well,
I've been trying to think sports. There it is. Comes out every Wednesday.
I've been trying to do like a top 10 Mortal Kombat character thing, and you guys are like, nah, dude, it's good, it's stupid, and then I'm okay. So
Scorpion.
Yeah. Can we talk about it yet, or is it too soon? Well, we're not going to talk about it today anyway, so
we'll talk about it next week. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Give everybody a chance,
and especially not at the beginning of the podcast.
But the Falcon and Winter Soldier, what are we talking? What do you? So I went back with a different perspective, knowing that Duper didn't like it, and he was the first person that said anything really. I didn't really talk to anybody about it, and I'm not going to lie to you. After WandaVision, I was kind of mixed the whole season myself. Like I wasn't 100% in. You know what I mean? With what they were doing, and it's still cool, like it's good, but it was definitely not. It didn't hit as hard as WandaVision.
It wasn't as well thought out. I mean, it had. You knew what the end destination was. There was no surprises in it. You knew where it was going.
You knew who the power broker was,
which is cool. I mean, yeah, there's no surprises throughout this entire thing, and then all it did was unravel some very important pieces of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I'm looking forward to Loki.
It was okay. I mean,
yeah, Loki looks amazing, and that's the next one up in a few weeks. So hopefully that rights the ship to take us back to a WandaVision kind of thing, because that show was ridiculous. That was good shit.
So I know it's been a while, and I want to ask you guys. So April 30th is Adopt a Dog Day, and I was considering which member of the wolf pack should we adopt.
Immediately tacos El Carbone, without a doubt.
Like, damn it!
So it's been a while. It's been a long time since we brought up Project Wolfpack, and there were our sister, podcast over wherever they podcast from in Palmdale or Roseman, whatever. And so I mean, I know that they're not well fed. I know that they're kind of mangy, and so I thought maybe you might take one in. The options that we have are Legendary Rob and Renee El Bourbon, Silos, and Merman.
Are you reading a arrest report or what's?
I do have to break some news to you guys. The last I heard from that podcast is I heard they actually aren't podcasting anymore.
Oh, no. We're too late. Why?
We may have been the catalyst for that breakup.
No.
And we apologize.
Duper,
No.
Duper, you single-handedly murdered a podcast. How does that make you feel? And it's not just this one; it's another one.
Well, so the last podcast that they were on was March 1st. We are back. We are back. Capital letters. We are back. And then nothing. Nothing ever again. So it seems pretty much like their MO.
Yeah, that's from what I understand, that we may have been a little bit too harsh, even though it was all in good fun. And
You keep saying we as if it wasn't just Duper the entire time.
No. One team here. Now, the only thing I'd like to mention is, guys, let's not do that to our own. Take warning, all things sports does not deserve the same fate.
So no, but seriously, the little rivalry was fun. If Legendary Rob ever wants to come in, he's always more than invited.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, thanks for being good sports throughout all of it. And we do hope to hear from you again. You guys did put out good content. Project Wolfpack, go listen to their back catalog. Maybe they'll spark a little.
I've had this on the agenda for like 3 months. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and then they stopped podcasting. Those sons of bitches. I didn't know they quit. Like,
dude, and it was only yesterday that they were taking a shit at the Capitol building. I mean, that was like overnight.
Yeah.
If you don't know, go check our Instagram feed from December.
Maybe Duper, maybe we can inspire them to come back. Maybe they just need a little nudge.
30 days of inspirational quotes.
Just to bring them back. Yeah.
I mean, we'll consider it.
Come back.
We'll consider it.
That's all it is.
It does sound like fun though, like just like inspirational quotes about dogs and
just to get them back in the recording studio.
So are they like watching the California state line? So if me and Duper ever like go past the California border, like Duper's a wanted man, and there's gonna be a hit out on him for killing a podcast or what?
That was a long-winded joke.
Know.
Yeah.
No, it was a question. It wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
It was a question. I'm worried about your safety. Because me and you are going out there pretty soon, and I don't want to get shot. I'm just saying.
That's true.
No.
So what else are we talking about this week?
Okay, so this one, it was ruined before the show. So a fan favorite wall icon was removed from Epcot. I think it is now on display
at Walt Disney World.
At Walt Disney World. I have no idea how it has got past the engineers out there.
Is this in like Star Wars land? Where is this? Aladdin World? What do they call it?
No, Greg is the expert there.
Yeah, so at Epcot, they have this thing called World Showplace, where basically it's like a mini World's Fair.
Different sizes
World Showplace,
yeah, or showcase, whatever. So they have these different pavilions that are from different countries, and this particular country was Morocco. So it was on one of the side walls in the Morocco pavilion.
Morocco is rock hard, I'll tell you that.
Oh, absolutely.
They are larger than average, I will point out. Kind of intimidating. The only thing that I don't like is what is that herpes down at the base there?
People sit on it, gets crusted.
Ew.
Sit on that thing. Holy shit!
Have you been to Disney World?
Yeah, you've been there. Have you sat on that?
Twice.
Okay.
I have a picture of me climbing up it too, trying, but
it explains your obsession with the penis thing.
Yes. Yeah.
It does.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
It does.
I don't know. Turn your head.
I mean, what? Well, okay.
Oh man.
Oh, this guy. Oh, how'd you get up here? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm really
we have
upset.
So much, and we're wasting so much time.
I'm upset we missed the genuine reactions because the reactions before the show when you guys saw it were phenomenal.
I was really excited about it.
It's my fault.
I didn't even correlate the Epcot thing. I just got excited that there was a giant penis on the screen. I just thought it was kind of funny. So
I'm just kind of disappointed it's even gone. It's
I know.
They take away all the fun.
It'll live on forever in people's memories.
Yeah, and
Fucking
Photoshop. Photoshop.
Yeah.
Disney does actually a really good job of suppressing that. That's not an easy image to necessarily find on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, you would think that you would look up Epcot penis and it'd come right up, but no, Disney does suppress it quite a bit.
Nice.
There's only a couple websites that it's at when you would think it would be on every website ever. So
Lawyers,
great.
man.
This one is also directed towards you, buddy. A Buddhist, because when I heard about this, when I read this story, I got tremendously worried about your well-being and your safety. A Buddhist monk in Thailand reportedly cut off his own head with a guillotine in the hope it would lead to being reincarnated as a higher spiritual being. Is this like a common thing out there?
So there's different ways to get to the highest tier of spiritual enlightenment, and but got a little ahead of himself.
Dude, that was such a bad good joke.
Hashtag Greg jokes. Anyway, yeah. So
Mookie Betts. Sorry.
I didn't know he actually did it with a guillotine. Like, can you imagine? Like, it was like a real guillotine, right? So like he stuck his head in there and was just like, okay, anytime now. Like, can you?
I don't think it was
imagine
any
doing
time
that?
now. I think it's pretty quick.
Well, I mean, you got to pull a cord or whatever. So I mean, can you imagine, like, Duper, if you ever want to behead yourself to get reincarnated into like a llama or something, let me know, man, and I'll be more than happy to pull that cord on the
I
guillotine
appreciate
for
that.
you.
Damn.
I'm here for you, dude.
FBI, if I ever show up in a ditch anywhere, you know who to come after now.
Yeah.
You'll be reincarnated as a llama. It'll
That's
be
the
fun.
second time. This podcast is 16 minutes and 34 seconds into it, and that's the second time you've mentioned my death.
No, it's for your safety, and then the other one is for your spiritual enlightenment.
It's
I care
for
about
your
you.
safety. Your death is strictly just to make sure you're safe. You're okay.
Dude, I want to make sure that your spiritual connection is in place in the afterlife.
Yeah, that's it.
It could be a scary
Okay.
place, that afterlife place.
So you think this is a fast track to reincarnation and higher spiritual being?
Dude, I
Rick?
just can't imagine. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go, Greg. This is how you go ahead.
Okay.
No, that was it. I could just imagine like what he's thinking, like inserting his head into it. Like it could be like, oh yeah, it's all fun and games, guys. Okay, now it's getting a little too real, and then someone's like, oops,
Getting too real.
Like this is something that I could see me doing, being
Yeah,
drunk
me
and
too.
being influenced by you fucks. Like, oh, and then you're like, oh shit.
They probably don't do a lot of circumcisions out there. What if somebody just kind of said, "Hey, this is how you do a bris"?
I think that only works on that Moroccan penis that we saw in the last segment.
Makes sense. That thing was fucking massive.
yeah, it was. Yeah. Lee,
What?
you okay?
What the hell?
Yeah, what are you doing, hemorrhoids?
I think
Stretch
he
my
just
back.
Shit himself.
Stretch my back. Stretch my back. Don't judge me for stretching myself.
Okay, totally off subject, but I got a Theragun. I highly recommend everybody to get that if you have any kind of old man pains like we're getting.
We don't all have
What
Rick
are you
money.
talking about? Yeah, I don't know. And
I
I
know,
don't know what
dude.
you're talking
Dude,
about.
they're not that expensive.
You spent like $500 on a machine that rubs you.
Oh, it rubs me all right.
Oh, that sounds like that sounds like Rick Lane right there.
And it's already broke.
No. Not yet.
So I want to ask the audience, how much money do you think Rick has?
I don't
Like,
have
what do
any
you-
money.
What do you think I can't use your last name, so what do you think the Salisbury residents, what their annual household income is? Because Rick is, just like, oh, I'm so broke, and oh, I bought this, and then I got this 72-inch TV in my backyard now, and then I got this and that, so I'm very curious to
sir,
see
it's only-
expectations versus reality.
It's only a 70, and it was an old TV.
Only a 70.
Oh,
It was
used
an old
TV.
TV.
Like 3 weeks old.
It's a used TV.
No, I didn't. It was my old TV, and when I upgraded, I have a system.
When I
here in my house.
upgraded, when I bought the 90 inch,
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
do something with the 70.
I got a
So I had to
75.
put it outside.
It used to be in our little bedroom in our old house, our little house.
You had a
And
70
it
inch
was like
in a
a-
little
a-
bedroom?
Yeah, it was a very big TV for that room. It was too big. So when we moved here, we decided, it's going outside.
It was too big. We didn't need this. Typical fucking guy with money, right?
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Such an unneeded thing, but hey, we had it anyways.
Let's actually, before we get into this, dear listener, the Jackal, please keep me up to date on the Dodgers game in the comments. I appreciate this. I now know that Mookie got on third with a wild pitch,
but
I do not know the score
this
yet.
Is not
this is not the twats.
Shut up!
You
Let's
fucking
go
twat.
This is not the twats.
Boycott the MLB.
Are we gonna go to Elon now?
No, are we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Elon's Musk. Oh, yeah. Elon.
Wait, are you recording this right now?
I like his musk. This is Elon's Musk.
This is some weird shit.
I cannot wait for the live version of that. Like we're gonna sell out arenas with
Dude,
that fucking video.
I just realized that may be the last time we ever hear Josh's voice. Ever again.
Damn. No, look at his internet working.
All right, so
Yeah.
Actually, and just so you know, those waves in the background were created by using Josh's beard to rub against the microphone.
Were they really?
That's all it was. Yeah, it's very nice.
All right.
that is nice.
It's very cute. Glad you could do that.
Elon Musk said he was a Secret Service special agent when he donated to the Republican Party. Show FEC filings. Elon Musk is going to host SNL. Elon Musk offers $100 million to inventors who can remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Elon Musk, this dude puts out so much information. Like, we can't even keep up with how much he fucking just does in a day. Elon Musk, on his Mars landing efforts, says a bunch of people will probably die.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, any one of those topics.
Exploration's
So-
worth it.
How amazing is it? I like that he's fully transparent with everything he's doing with space. Like, he is not like when they crashed that first rocket and everybody's like, "Oh my god, you crashed it!" He's like, "Yeah, that was awesome. Like, that's what we wanted. We were waiting for one to crash. Yeah, like fuck yeah, you're going to space." Like, he's like totally brutally honest about everything. Like, yeah, they fucking blow up.
That's
You
what
know.
happens when people have Rick money and they want to make spaceships.
Dude, I was gonna say that. So you said he's gonna donate or
No, he did donate money. Okay, so and to be fair, he's donated money to both political parties. Okay, so
No.
for
Stop.
political
I'm
bullshit.
talking about the carbon emissions thing or whatever.
The carbon
How much is
emissions. He's offering $100 million to any inventor that can remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
So Rick, you make all this money now. Why don't you match him?
I don't make all this money.
Why don't you match his contribution and we can,
I will
find a
match.
solution to global
I
warming?
will match
all
my
Rick would have
version of
to do-
$100 million, and I will offer him $100 to the cost.
All Rick has to do to win that contest too is just quit farting for a week.
No,
That's true.
It's not worth
That's
it.
All right.
So they
that's a lot of
actually already
methane.
have these scrubbers already, but it costs so much. Like, we put out like billions of tons of carbon every year,
in
and
your
the
household
scrubbers.
because it's that big.
So the scrubbers
Too soon?
can only pull so much out of the atmosphere, and I guess it costs a shit ton of money to pull not even anything that's a negligible amount. So he's putting this $100 million out there saying, "Hey, you got to be able to pull like a ridiculous amount of carbon out of the sky for you to get my money." And like, he's offering like $10 million grants to students. He's doing all kinds of stuff with it. It's going to be interesting.
So what are
we
you
just-
doing to to help clean up the earth, Rick?
Well, I mowed my lawn this weekend. I trimmed all my topiaries, fertilized, and I used the recycling bin. I do not pee on my recycling like Duper, though. And apparently,
I'll tell you,
game there.
for all of our listeners out there, I do have a proposal for you guys. We will give you $500 if you have a solution to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. All you have to do is sell us the idea, give up all your rights to it, and we'll give you $500 on the spot.
That's a fair trade.
Yeah,
No?
yeah. Joe Rogan money. I mean, $500 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick just throws $500 away like it's nothing. Anyway.
I'm not agreeing to that. But go for
You're
it.
not gonna get. Yeah, wait, in return for $100 million, you would not give $500 to
They're
somebody?
not. They're going to give us something. You're going because first of all, we're all stupid and immature here. So What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is somebody's gonna come to us and they'll be like, "Oh, just wave your dick at it," and we're gonna say, "Oh, that's funny. Here's $500," and then we're gonna take that.
You're the only one on this podcast that can do that.
What?
Just throw $500 at something like that.
I'm waving a dick. Oh, $500. You see how excited we get at dicks? We have figurine dicks. Like,
what if the
Nobody's
contraption they
excited about
built was it looked like that Moroccan wall, but it just sucked in CO2 from the atmosphere?
That's not how penises work, Greg.
Well, no, but for this $100 million idea, I think it'd be fantastic.
What do you think would be
what if the
fantastic?
bottom side of it, where the balls would be, that's actually how it flies forward, right? So the dick's actually hanging backwards, and it collects all the carbon and it spews out clean oxygen out of the tip. Just pure white, clean oxygen out of the tip.
$1 million ideas in this brain.
Lee,
Telling you right now.
These guys are...
No,
serious.
no, I'm just enjoying listening to you guys talk at this point.
So what do you think about Elon going on Saturday Night Live?
That is going to be the most political, geekiest, fucking nerdiest SNL ever.
I
just think he's gonna be terrible. That's what I expect. He's just not gonna be good at it. You know,
I just hope he dances the whole time.
I was
I
watching
think it's gonna
Breaking
be
Bad.
awesome.
I was watching Breaking Bad many years ago, and SNL ruined the finale for me when I was one episode away from it. Like it was a stupid SNL episode where they're like, "Say what you want to say," and they were like, "Oh, the ending of Breaking Bad, fucking blah blah blah," and I was like, "That's it. I'm never gonna watch that show again." And I've never watched it since then.
That skit aired a year and a half after the series finale.
Yeah.
So 18 months later, you should have already watched it. It's not their
There was no
fault.
spoiler warning on that show.
Because it's been 18 months. How long do we have to wait before we spoil something?
24.
In today's day and age, I mean,
24 months.
You stream everything nowadays. Yeah, like people watch entire series within a week or so. So
Step one, open the box. Step two,
it's not
put your dick
1988.
in the box.
I mean, all right, spoiler alert. Into Usual Suspects, Kaiser Sose is Kevin Spacey.
See, I saved everybody.
Man,
You're welcome.
you want to
Box.
call you want to
ago.
put Reston and Brian on the phone? We'll just leave and you guys can continue talking or what?
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah. This is a fucking twat show now.
Yeah,
evidently.
yeah.
Why?
I'll put
Why is it a twat show?
up your little graphic here. You guys can talk on the phone. We'll all take a break. We'll come back after dinner, see what's happening.
Yeah, I'll see you guys at the post show.
So,
See you
Lee,
later.
I don't
Yeah.
really know what's going on
what
right
do
now.
you think about Special Agent Elon Musk?
Special Agent Elon Musk is fucking awesome. Where'd Greg go?
I don't know. How you
I'll see you guys at the post show. See you later.
He just left.
This twats.
oh,
I didn't hear the special agent thing. I didn't know that was even said.
yeah. So when he donated to the Republican Party, he donated $900, which is like pennies to him. And when they asked him what his occupation was on the filing, he said, "Secret Service Special Agent."
All
I
right.
love this guy. He just does not take anything too serious. Like when you have that much money, it's just like pure effing
Yeah.
money.
Who cares at that point, right? Right, Rick?
I don't know.
Rick knows. Rick knows
I
how
care
you.
a lot about my bills.
Fucking guy.
God damn it.
I had the 70-inch TV just sitting around after I upgraded, so I'm gonna put it outside in the weather because
What was I gonna do?
Who
Sell?
cares about it? You know, I mean,
Nobody
I'll-
wants that old ass TV.
Rick
Nobody wants that.
also bought another PS5 for that backyard.
he did. He did. He did.
Oh, I did not.
Room to room
This was
PS5,
Elon's
bro.
Musk.
Look at him turning pink.
Oh, yeah. Elon.
Wait, are you recording this right now?
I like his musk. This is Elon's musk.
This is some weird shit.
So I'm actually super red because I got sunburnt yesterday golfing. It's fun.
No, it's my private golf course.
It was a public golf course.
I was at Mar-a-Lago when it cost $200,000 for membership.
I'm not going to fucking Mar-a-Lago.
You'd like to, though.
Yeah, you would.
I would.
Yeah, you would. You don't give a shit. Like you would sell your soul to go like golf at
A nice golf course? I don't give a shit.
It's called Rick-a-Lago.
Rick-a-Lago.
All right. So, did you guys make an audio thing for this or no?
No.
No.
We don't know anything about it.
This segment.
I seriously have
where,
no idea what it is.
Yeah, what are we doing, dude? Tell us.
All I'm gonna do is ask you guys Dear Abby questions, and then you guys have to give me answers.
I still don't know what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
Dear Abby.
Dear Abby,
You said
write her
"Oh Lee"
advice.
like you knew. This
Yeah,
this is the
no,
chick from like 1950.
You said "Oh Lee" like condescending, like "Oh Lee."
Yeah, but normally,
Oh.
Bless your heart.
This is the columnist chick
Yes.
from like 1956 or whatever it was.
Advice column. Yes. Yes.
yeah, but normally
That
it's
is 30 years before I was even born.
Yeah.
I don't care about this shit.
Before
I'll
you
answer
sing
I'll
on
answer
those
some
sheets.
questions. Rick,
They
just
actually
play the
still do it now. Ann Landers and Dear Abby, they still do it.
Oh, did her
I like
family take
how-
over?
I don't know. We're taking over now.
Oh,
I grew up
okay.
without I grew up without parents, so I turned to Dear Abby.
Rick,
and
play
Ann
the
Landers.
play the defining duper opener.
I don't have that queued up.
Why?
I
You're the
here, I got-
master
I
of all
got this.
sounds.
Hey, dear Abby. Hey, dear Abby.
Oh, I got-
Ask super questions, dear
Oh
Abby.
my good job.
That totally
That's all I-
killed
that's all I
my.
had.
Beautiful.
That totally
That's all I
killed
had.
my intro for.
That's
Duper,
what
what I
we
had
had.
for it.
You
Cool.
dick.
Rick,
Duper, I
you
tried.
work well at the helm here.
Yeah. Wait, it's not like I got a fucking MIDI board. I got fucking 8 slots for music.
Oh,
All right, fellas. I know boys will be boys, but my boy is 73 and he's still chasing women. Any suggestions?
Wear a condom.
what?
Her boy is
73?
73.
That's 73. Who the fuck cares about a condom?
Yeah.
Well, first
dude,
of all,
dude, STDs run rapid with old people.
You're
man.
73.
How
Dude.
old's the fucking person that wrote the note to be talking about their son at 73?
I would assume in their 90s. Math.
Holy shit.
They could have had a baby at 13, Rick. You don't know. Don't judge.
Yeah,
Maybe they're 86. He's 73. He's still living at home. He's got that childlike
What?
mentality
Still
because he was
living at home
raised
at
by a child.
73?
That's hashtag Lee's life goals right there.
Fucking A.
Seriously. Jesus.
I'm just saying, wear a condom, dude. STDs run rapid in those old folks' homes, dude. You want to? I mean, I'm sure
He's not in an old folk
I mean,
home. He's at home with his
Rick-
mom.
He's at mom's house.
Rick and Lee, you both had syphilis and herpes at a young age. I doubt you want it when you're 73.
You
Just-
forgot,
Yeah,
you
it's
forgot
not fun to get a
gonorrhea, and you
flare-up.
forgot penicillin cures everything.
COVID shot Johnson and
Johnson & Johnson.
Next,
Okay. Are birth control pills deductible?
wait, what?
Deductible, like a healthcare spending account deductible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Abby's response was way better than any of you guys. She said, only if they don't work.
Oh, what?
Okay. So,
They're deductible if they don't work?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Because then you
So
So
then
they-
you're living
fuck
with
your
that.
kid.
A deductible's a one-time
So if someone,
thing, not a
so if someone
for life
chooses
thing.
not to go through their life working, they get shit for free, just hand it to them? Oh, wait, hold on. She fits right in with society. Go on to the next question.
Oh, here we go. You had to bring that fucking Lee out. Thanks, Super. Now we
Hashtag
get to hear the
salty.
4
story.
months ago,
Comes the
the
fucking
house
rhetoric.
across the street was sold to a father and a son. Or so we thought. We later learned it was an older man about 50 and a young fellow around 24. This was a respectable neighborhood before this odd couple moved in. They had all sorts of strange-looking company. Men who looked like women, women who looked like men, blacks, whites, Indians. Yesterday, I even saw 2 nuns go in there. Abby, these weirdos are wrecking our property values. How can we improve the quality of this once respectable neighborhood?
First
So
off,
they had the village people over?
Yeah.
Is that what he...
but how is that ruining
I
their
mean-
property value?
Yeah, that's badass. That's a party.
Well, that's
So,
not
Rick-
ruining anybody's property value if they're just having parties
Rick-
inside their home.
Is this what your neighbors are sending to Abby about you?
Probably.
I mean, you just moved in a few months ago, so I
well,
mean,
it's
what's going on
mostly
in your house?
because I don't wear a lot of clothes. And, like, I'll just go out there. Like,
Oh.
hey,
It's
gotta
just your
turn the
role play
sprinklers
clothes.
on.
That is not a good idea because you moved across the street from an elementary school.
yeah, well, kids are fine. They're
Put some
fine.
clothes on for the kids, man. Do it for the
Everybody's
kids.
okay.
Rick's name is Stranger Danger.
Shit. They call Morocco around the neighborhood. I joined the Navy to see the road. I've seen it. Now, how do I get out?
Oh, what?
How does he get out of the
Hey,
Navy?
What did Abby say about the House of Gays that they were so mad about?
She said you can move.
Okay,
That's a good answer. That's a great answer.
That's it.
That's good.
Okay, so
How do
the
you-
Navy.
How do you
guys.
get out of the Navy?
Greg, how do you get out of the Navy?
In the Navy, you can sail the 70s. Dude. Well, no, this isn't just because he said he wants to know how to not see the world anymore, right? Not the Navy.
No,
Or
he's
did
seen
I-
the world. He's seen the world.
He's
Now he wants to get out of the Navy.
Seen the world, now he wants
Oh,
out.
okay. I understood that. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's the Navy. Why do you want to leave so bad?
Seaman.
Eh.
It's okay.
Wow.
Dear Abby is kicking your guys' ass. Simple.
Oh, okay.
Go
we
to
don't
your
get paid
officer.
for this.
Go to your superior officer and say these 2 words. I'm gay. But
Doesn't
in the
work.
Navy, wouldn't that be like
No.
appreciated?
Isn't that
Like,
also
like,
a
oh,
thing right
sweet.
now that they can't discriminate on?
Yeah. Well, okay, 1950s, right?
No.
I mean, this is older.
Oh,
Right?
I
is
thought
it-
was like
Is this a response from 1964?
It doesn't date her.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that in this day and age in Navy, they probably have like their gay ward. So they're like, okay, we'll just move you to the gay section, and then there you go.
You think
Yeah.
they're segregated? That doesn't seem right.
No, I mean, it's probably for their safety. So they're
Yeah.
not stuck with
Here-
the heteros.
Here we go with the safety thing again.
Yeah, this is.
Greg's
okay,
gonna
let's
start
move
killing
on.
people.
all right. Get us one more here,
Okay.
or not.
I know. Okay, so I'm trying to see which one. Okay. My wife sleeps in the raw, and then she showers, brushes her teeth, and fixes our breakfast. Still in the buff. We're newlyweds, and there are just the 2 of us. So I suppose there's really nothing wrong with it. What do you think?
Rick, you have a life experience.
I haven't
kinda
I've
the
got an
same
answer
thing.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Isn't that how it goes? The Wu-Tang song? Come on, dude. Help me out.
Okay.
Dad jokes.
I think that was
101
That's
Old Dirty
ODB,
Bastard.
but
Yeah.
yes.
It's still Wu-Tang.
Get your music right. And Greg, don't you have
Whoa,
a
whoa,
slogan
whoa,
for
whoa,
this?
whoa. That was
I-
actually on a...
I do have a slogan for this, and I learned it from Rick, and I
Yes.
totally gave him the layup, and he didn't do anything with it. But yeah, just don't cook bacon naked, and you're fine.
Yeah. A funny thing here, her response, it's okay with me, but tell her to put on an apron when she's frying bacon.
Oh my God! What does Greg win this week?
Oh my God, Rick!
Abby could have been on this show.
Abby
Is she
could have been on
free?
this show.
I don't. She's dead, I think.
I feel like Greg should win something off that answer.
Yeah.
Check
I
your,
mean,
check
Rick-
your
Rick-
mail next week. You got something special coming.
Oh,
Rick-
by the way,
Rick-
it was Wu-Tang, Return to 36 Chambers. Thank you very much. That's the album.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
it was
thanks.
not. It was ODB.
It is ODB.
Well, ODB
On
is a
the
part of
Return to
Wu-Tang
36
Clan.
Yeah, no, I
Chambers.
understand
Yeah.
he's part of it, but it was an independent collaboration.
Anyway, Rick, you totally missed the point because most of these Dear Abby things are for you to improve your life, and you totally just.
I'm not going to pay attention to that. I don't care. I have no interest in getting better at anything.
Rick is Googling right now how to get the dick wall from fucking Disney
let's
World.
go to
in his
COVID
house.
corner. You
All right.
fucking people.
Oh, my new favorite segment.
Beautiful day in the COVID hood. Beautiful day in COVID. Won't you be mine? It's a beautiful day in the COVID hood. Beautiful day in COVID. Won't you be mine? COVID corner.
I don't know how we haven't been nominated for an Oscar yet or a Grammy.
Right?
I mean, those are fantastic songs.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Cannot wait for COVID to end because then we can't play that song anymore.
I know, right? We got to keep this shit going. Don't get back to it, guys. It'll ruin this bit.
Fuck it.
Fucking India will help us out. Golden Knights, Robin Liner, last We're just gonna have to do just like an India special moving forward. So, all respect to anybody out there who's dealt with COVID. To be honest, like holy shit. So we deal with our pain with laughter. Golden Knights goalie Robin Liner blasted the NHL's vaccine policy. They lied to our face when he's alleging that they said that they would relax on the rules around the lockdowns around the players, and said if you got vaccinated, then you would be able to have more freedom. He's saying that they kind of tricked them all into getting the vaccine, and he's kind of pissed off about it. And then India went from a ray of hope to a world record for most COVID cases in a day. That's it. That's all we got for COVID.
When the fuck was India ever a ray of hope?
When they came out with that best picture a few years ago, I guess.
I'll tell you this: there's no ray of
Slumdog
hope
Millionaire.
until they stop getting American phone numbers and calling us for extended warranties or that the FBI is about to call the DEA to fucking, take our social security numbers or something. There's no ray of hope there. Poor, boy, I feel terrible for India though.
Rick, why are you so racist?
I fucking hate those people.
I fucking hate those call centers. I hate those call centers.
Why are you so racist, Rick?
It's not racism. That's where they're calling from.
Racist Rick.
Tell me where they're calling from, Greg. Are they calling from India?
They could be calling from home. Maybe home's on
Which
India.
is in India.
Maybe
Fuck
home's
India.
maybe home's in Canada. You never know.
Okay, so just a direct relation to the COVID corner.
This is where Rick explains why he likes to be a racist. Go ahead.
How many of those phone calls have you been getting lately?
A lot. I
actually haven't been getting very many.
I don't even answer my phone anymore.
Is it correlating to them getting sick? Because so many people are getting sick?
I haven't had any. Now that I think about it over the past
call center shutting down.
Yeah.
It's so bad out there that they started a black market for medication. It's not even like they're trying to get the vaccine. They're just actually like fighting each other just to medicate each other.
Are you advocating for them to have COVID so then you don't get fucking scam calls?
I don't advocate that horrible disease on anybody. But I will say that there's always some kind of silver lining.
And, 6 months ago, you were terrified of this disease. You were fucking wearing gloves when fucking Grubhub would hand you food. You were fucking sleeping under your bed because you thought the virus was above the ground. And now you're making jokes about it.
I'm not making jokes about the virus.
I guess the vaccine didn't turn you gay. It just made you an asshole.
Yes.
A racist asshole.
I'm not making jokes about the virus, and there's a beautiful Indian culture out there. Absolutely, India is a beautiful country, except for their goddamn call centers.
You ever been there?
Pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. Just all I know about is like porta potties. Mostly.
Yeah.
So
And they ride on trains. There's like 100 of them
it's
on top
out
of the
there.
train.
I don't think it's that beautiful. That's why they have all the call centers there.
Dude,
Wow,
what if
it's
they
a big country? I imagine it's got a lot of beauty there.
Rick, what if they're
there's so
calling
much
you?
there.
Is there?
What if they're calling you and they're just like help, and then like you're not helping them because you just like mute their calls. You don't even answer them. Like, help me, please. We need some Johnson and Johnson.
Send us the UV lights.
But they are sending him Johnson & Johnson, and they're sending him the AstraZeneca.
Yeah, I know.
U.S.
Isn't that fucked up? Like, I saw that. Like, U.S. is sending AstraZeneca out. Like,
yeah.
When the fuck did we ever even have that? Like, that was not even a
We've had stockpiles of the AstraZeneca waiting for it to get cleared.
Yeah. Well, we had it for a minute, and then they fucked up the Johnson & Johnson supply, so they got kicked out.
Yeah. So they've legit been holding on to a bunch of AstraZeneca, and they're like, nope. We'll just send that to India.
Yeah.
And Rick, you were super excited when they put the warning label on Johnson & Johnson because you're like, I fucking won this argument, dude. Public confidence, where's it at with Johnson & Johnson?
Where's the public confidence on anything in the world?
That's
Seriously.
true. All the public confidence. There's actually a lot of people not getting the second vaccine.
Yeah, the amount of people who haven't gone back for the second dose, ridiculous.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I don't really. Is it because they don't want to deal with the side effects? Now that are they concerned?
You know what? I did speak to someone recently, actually, who pretty much told me, well, I'm not going to get my second shot. And I was like, well, why? You've already had the first one. You might as well go and finish it. It makes zero sense to do that. Yeah. And they were saying that now that they're hearing that they're going to have to get a booster shot 6 months to a year after that, they said, fuck it. We don't want to do it anymore. They're just done with it.
That's not how that works.
That's just the way people are thinking, man. I don't know.
That's not very sound logic, though.
It's not.
Well, Rick, you know people who blatantly have told you that COVID was a hoax. So, you want to share your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So Duper and I were on the phone the other day. It was a basic conversation.
And what happened?
Typical Sunday QAnon conspiracy day. No, actually, I did check in. I checked in with a family member, and I was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" I hadn't
Don't
heard.
put this guy in the blast, dude. Like, let him be.
Just family member. That's all I'm saying.
Rick has a big family, so
yeah, I have a huge family, so
you're not that Mexican.
Anybody. Anyways, yeah, I was told that they're killing babies under the White House for this fake virus, this hoax virus. It's all a sham. That Trump still has a country. Like, just weird shit. Yeah, man. There's a lot of misinformation out in the world
You
right
didn't
now,
send
and I
us
hope
the
people
Trump
aren't
part.
making decisions with that. Yeah, that came after. Again,
Damn it! Why did you not send us the whole message?
it's enough. You've gotten enough.
Son of a bitch, dude.
So, yeah, it's just a weird world, and I really hope that people make their decisions not based off of shit they heard on Facebook or
On a
through Reddit
podcast.
or on a podcast, but
Or the
go do
media.
your fucking homework and look for some real truth and not just some bullshit.
Well, that's the
yeah.
scary thing about QAnon, right? So I actually watched some documentaries around this, and the scary thing about QAnon is what they do. They research. They give them a breadcrumb in which they follow.
Yes.
And they go do their own research, and then that's what actually gets you really bought into the concept and the conspiracy. Is
Yeah,
that
they're
researching
using
yourself.
truth to build a narrative of exactly truth.
There's some people that think it's
But,
a live action role play,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
it
That
just
it's
got out
all
of control.
It could be. Did you watch the documentary on HBO? It sounds like you did.
No, I watched it on Vice.
I haven't watched the Vice. It's really interesting how this all came about, and 4chan, 8chan. Those are some.
Yeah,
It's-
did they have that
it's a
little
weird
midget dude
place.
on the HBO one?
The little midget. You mean
Yeah,
the founder of 8chan?
Yeah. Did they have him on there?
He's got a bone disease. He's
Yeah.
an actual midget.
No, dude, the dude was incredibly smart, man. Like,
Yeah, he is a very smart
he
guy.
really stood out to me with his analysis around what was going on.
Well, it's funny because he started 8chan with the best of intentions, and
Yeah.
he walked away once he realized, like, okay, now
Yes.
this is beyond free speech. This is turning into something worse.
Right.
It's interesting that even he wised up to it, but
Even
yeah,
he,
just got to be careful.
just because he has a bone disease, he can't wise up to things. All right, so the next
He's
thing we
half
got,
Indian.
the next, the next thing we got is get out of here. That's what I'm calling this. So LA County ordered to clear Skid Row of all homeless people, and then LA's homeless reportedly were booted from the encampment before the Oscars ceremony. Not only that, but then they built a wall to keep the homeless people from returning.
Wait,
I
what?
thought we were supposed to be building walls.
What?
They're rebuilding the Trump wall. Okay, so two things happen, Lee. Okay, get a pen and paper.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
No.
LA County ordered to clear Skid Row of all homeless people, and LA's homeless reportedly were booted from an encampment before the Oscars ceremony, and then they built a wall to keep the homeless from returning.
So,
Dude,
so
that's
all
not
the
quick
Hold
construction.
on.
all the people who, hold on, did they do it strictly for the Oscar ceremony?
Yes, solely
Oh,
for the
so all the people who pretend they're advocates for all these people who are out there, right, and scream at all the Republicans and stuff for doing the shit they do, made them move so they could come in and get their fucking golden little Oscar.
and they got the police, in which they also hate, to
Right.
go do that on their
Right.
behalf. Yeah,
Right, and then they built a wall
and then they built a wall.
and probably had security around the entire
Build
event.
a
Right?
wall,
And-
it's gonna
and
be the
then-
bestest wall
Yeah,
ever.
security.
Hey Rick,
I
how does
think
it
the actual
how does
the
it feel to
bigger
be a part of the
story here-
hypocritical society?
The bigger story here to talk about is that the LA County ordering, or LA County
Row.
is ordered to clear all of Skid Row in 180 days and get them housed. Because what people might not know that aren't from LA or didn't grow up out here or have really been here, Skid Row isn't like a row. It's not one street. It's actually about 10 city blocks. It's huge. And that population is
Huge.
what, 25, 30,000 people? That's pretty crazy. I don't know how that's going to work.
A huge wall.
Rick, did you guys
Huge,
see
huge.
the
Huge.
Netflix documentary Cecil Hotel?
No.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's
That was
on
in Skid
Skid
Row,
Row.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Skid Row, and it really made me second guess any hotel I'm ever gonna book here on out. Like, holy shit! Like the fact that they only had 2 hotel floors for just regular people, and then the rest
Yeah.
was all a halfway house.
Well,
It
they had
just-
like 2 regular hotel floors, 2 hostel or hothel or however you say that. Hostels.
Hostels?
Yeah, so the weird ass European style,
Yeah,
and then
hostel.
everything else, was just low income, and they tried to clear it out right when the new owners bought the building, and they're like, okay, we're gonna make this a
they
full
couldn't
fledged
clear them
hotel
out because they
They
had
couldn't clear 'em
a
out.
government contract. Well, a government mandate, not a contract.
Yeah,
that
mandate.
made it so then they had to house X amount of people, and that's kind of the scary thing when I see this Skid Row thing is there's a lot of people on Skid Row. And where are they going to force these people to go stay at? Like, I'm afraid to get a hotel in LA moving forward because I don't know who's going to be in that hotel.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. They're going to do exactly what they had been doing for years. We live in the Antelope Valley, which is about 45 minutes away. Yeah, they've been paying one-way MetroLink train tickets and sending them to the last stop of this, the LA MetroLink, which is in Lancaster, California. And they get off and they're there. That's how it works. And I guarantee you they're going to start shipping them up here the same way without actually taking care of these people. Just saying, here's a ticket, here's a meal, and be on your way. Go, God be with you. And so Lancaster will have a problem. Bare minimum, figure out, okay, are they there because they choose to be? Are they there because of a mental health issue? Are there any vets here we can help? Are there anybody, is there anybody that we can truly help here? Or are they just truly living the way they want to live? Are there addicts here? Is there something we can do for the addicts? You might have to actually go out there and do a little bit of triage to figure out what the situation is. And instead of assuming, well, they're all homeless, we'll just all throw them in a home. They'll be okay in 6 months. Like, that's not really what's going to happen here. A lot of these people are going to regress. Some of these people are true addicts and they can't just kick a habit. There's a lot of problems there. Mental health issues. There's people.
And what's that? People I like to talk to people, and some people I like to talk to are like homeless people. Like if somebody asks me for $5, I'll usually sit down and I'll have a conversation with them and I'll give them $5. And from these conversations that I've had, a lot of them it's I mean, there's a lot of mental health, right? Obviously that's an obvious thing. A lot of addiction, obviously. But it's also a choice for many of them, right? And it's also a last resort. So, but it's because they've burnt a lot of bridges on the way to where they've gotten, that they don't have anywhere else to really turn. From the majority, I can't say it as a whole slot, and I can't say I've interviewed thousands of people, but from the few I have, it's a last resort, and at the end of the day, it's a decision that they've made, and I don't know if it's on us to put our values onto these people and tell them how to live. I think that we do need to clean up Skid Row. I think that that's a bad area down there in LA. But I think we should give them an encampment, man. Like, if these people want to live like that, let them live like that, but just not in the middle of a metropolis where, it's going to potentially hurt other people.
So that's actually a really good thought. LA County recently, in the last year or two, Lee, you'd probably remember too, they allowed camping or encampments on LA County owned land. Well, being up here in the desert so far away, there's a lot of open LA County land. And what a lot of people did who choose this life, right, and they want to be there, they were buying old RVs, old campers, stuff like that, and they would go park them out there and they were living. So there are there are little like villages of people out here now that are living out in these fields. The issue that we do run into, it turns into like a public safety thing because they don't have proper sanitation or trash removal. Several have burned down from using propane or whatever, trying to build a campfire. They've actually started field fires where there shouldn't have been. You run into those issues too. So I agree with an encampment, but it has to be something that's a little bit more controlled, right? Maybe a couple rules there just to keep people safe and from hurting themselves. I mean, a guy died in Lancaster last year. He burned to death in this old shitty camper that he'd built, like a shanty around, and had like this whole little thing built out of tires. It was ridiculous. And he wound up with he had a kitchen fire. The tank lit up outside of his camper, and he burned to death in there. That's something that they will run into. And they've already run into that. So it's already kind of proven to be a thing, but I don't know if that's a 100% solution, for what we need right now.
Greg, you have a homeless encampment outside of your house.
Yes.
How do you guys deal with that?
Dude, they're all good, man. They just like to, they like to go in like the sewage, ditch, like the drainage ditches and stuff like that. It's nice and cool down there, especially in the summer months. But there, you are right. There are people who just want to live that lifestyle where, like people who get like Social Security or veterans retirement benefits, and they're just like, fuck it, why pay rent or anything when I can just fucking get a check and I just do this and have no responsibility or nothing like that. You know,
Yeah.
I love the ones who are bums and they don't have anything, but they have a cell phone still. Like that, just kind of.
Those are cheap though nowadays.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
pretty cheap.
Burner phones, you know.
Yeah, when you go to Walmart, you can get one for $20, which someone probably just gave you, right in front of the Walmart.
Dude, I just think they should take everybody on Skid Row and just line them up on both sides of Sierra Highway. I think that's long enough to where
Sierra Highway's
yeah.
Busy enough. We don't need more.
Yeah, no, I mean at least they're all in one spot.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That's why Duper never comes to my house because it's suspected, the village people that are around here.
Well, I actually come to your house quite often, but I get distracted in conversation with these guys until I get to the front door, and then it's too late for me to leave.
You're like,
and
hey,
then
do
I'm
you know
also out
that
of
guy?
money.
And you're like, yeah, that's the asshole who fucking lives over there. Everybody hates that motherfucker. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, thanks.
The situation is very difficult to solve, but you also it's tough because you don't want them in like a civilized society necessarily either. And I know that sounds really bad, but you don't want them shitting on your sidewalks. You don't want them because it's a public health issue, like Rick was saying. I mean, it really is. But I mean, if they want to live that way, I mean, let them live that way. I think that the ones that do want to the ones that want to recuperate and they want to do something and they want to better their lives, at least in our view, of what their life should be, then we should give them opportunities to improve and have an outreach program for that. But many of them, I mean, you can't. Well, the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but what is it? Some bullshit. I don't know.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. 56 minutes.
I mean, Rick, you have plenty of land on your mansion. So why don't you take some of these?
Put them on your encampment.
I have a nice lawn, and I don't even let my dogs on the lawn.
You son of a bitch! You're the one that sent this topic, and now you're like, oh no, I don't want.
I'm so much better than them. I'm like the celebrities at the Oscars.
Yeah.
What I do. I actually have the walls from the Oscars at my house now.
We're not going to be able to talk about Kobe's shoes.
I got my Versace bag.
We could save this FTMF for next week.
Oh, we can
let's get the FTMF out.
Post credits, guys.
Who's doing
FTMF? We'll talk about Kobe in the after show.
Yeah.
Who's doing FTMF?
Rick and I.
Oh, both of you, a double.
They're holding
this is a doozy.
This is a doozy, whoppers.
Take warning. The following segment is a personal view and opinion that may offend some. This is an independent opinion and should be taken as such. Put away your tissues and closed minds. It's time to hear the fucker out.
Go ahead, Rick.
Go ahead.
Oh,
okay. All right, well, I'll start with, I know we have a couple things to talk about that we're both pretty, it's funny we're on the same page. And you hear Lee and his opinions and you hear mine, and we generally are never on the same page. But here's something that we both can agree on. LA County voted in a new DA this past year.
Oh, yeah.
And he came from San Francisco. His name's George Gascon. He has done some shit to the criminal justice system in LA County that I really just needed to tell him right now. Fuck that motherfucker.
Fuck him.
Holy
Straight
fucking
up.
shit. So, Sergeant Steve Owen, he was a respected sheriff out here. He was gunned down by a piece of shit. Honestly, the guy was a piece of shit. Executed. Not even just gunned down, but he was actually executed. 5 years ago? 4 years ago?
2016.
How long has it been?
October 2016.
Yeah. So it's been quite a while. He finally gets his day in court. And what happened, Lee?
Oh, well, So California had actually reinstated the death penalty not too long ago, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason we reinstated it is because as a state, we voted it back in and saying we do want this to happen to people who are pieces of shit and don't deserve to fucking live. And because of some new rules and things like that, this guy actually isn't going to be getting the death penalty that was ruled out for him. If convicted, he will get life without parole, quote unquote. Right, but once Gascon gets his hands on it, what's going to happen is he's going to end up doing fucking 20 years and walking away with some kind of parole for some fucking reason. We'll see it happen.
Gascon keeps talking about nobody deserves the death penalty.
Yeah, Gascon.
There are people out there that deserve the eye for an eye. Like, come on, man.
But
they took this man's life, this officer's life, from his family for what? This guy didn't he just rob somebody? He had drugs on him or something like that.
That day,
stupid.
he was charged with robbery, murder, attempted murder, kidnapping, and fleeing.
So that piece
Felony
of shit,
looting.
he gets to live a full life, even though it's behind bars. He's going to get to live his full life, and this family's forever changed. Gascon, like whatever the fuck, however you say it, Gascon.
It doesn't even matter how you say it, because
Fuck him.
Just say piece of shit,
Fuck him.
dude. But see, he's also the same guy where he comes in and says, "Hey, all these people who have, like sexual crimes committed against them don't deserve to have any type of representation when it comes to said person's parole hearings now." So let's say Rapist 1 and Rapist 2 both have a parole hearing that day. The victims are not going to have anybody there to represent them to tell them why this person is not fit for being released back out into society, because Gascon said, "You don't need that. Let him be rehabilitated and go back into society. Okay, yeah, come on back out and fucking rape 10 more fucking people."
Sometimes there's no rehabilitation.
No.
I think that there's always there's other sides to it, but sometimes there's no rehabilitation. So
No, for
fuck
certain
you, Gascon,
people,
that's all I wanted to say.
he's a piece of shit. I really, the link for the recall is going to be in our on our social media. So I suggest you guys go on there and sign it if you can, because the guy's a piece of shit and he needs to fucking go. He does not deserve to be a DA for LA County. The people are not in his best concern. The criminals are. And there's a lot more to that, but we're running out of time here.
Yeah. So that was that.
There's Duper and Go.
Duper, what's your
I don't know why we did that, but all right.
I got bored. No, good points.
There's so much more to that, though.
About that on the post show, if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
Yeah, we can talk about
it's
it.
all fucking. This
Absolutely.
isn't a Goldman's Gooch, but yeah, I do want to talk more about that. That dude is
Goldman's
dangerous.
Yeah, he is very
It's not
dangerous.
just him.
Agreed.
There's a few DAs throughout the country that are very much like him.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the post show.
So yeah, post show.
The only thing I got is, as my daughter says, I'm gonna try to record her saying it. Is everybody be good, okay?
Yeah, give me a recording of that. We'll do something special with it. Yeah, definitely.
Everybody be
Greg.
good, okay?
What are you gonna say to the people?
Yeah, dude. So my peeps from the streets, please rate and all that good stuff. So subscribe to us on iTunes, rate us, review us, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for obviously watching us more on YouTube. Facebook is just being Facebook, and we seem to be doing a pretty good job of mostly doing stuff on YouTube now. So obviously when you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit that bell, obviously leave comments. We love engaging with the audience on every show. But always remember that we are still an audio podcast as well. So whatever audio platform you listen to the show on days where you can't see the video, please go on there and also subscribe on there and rate us on there, especially on iTunes. We are trying to build that base up. So the more you can do to rate us and like us and all that good stuff, the better it'll be for the pod. And, don't cook bacon naked.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I imagine our banter would probably be good for that long drive commute out to LA. One of those things. Or from people who live in Roseman to the base, because that's another hour and a half drive, anyways. So
I thought you were saying our demographic was homeless people while they're on the train.
No. I said drive.
I mean, I'll take whatever demographic.
They're driving, but if other people want to listen, they're more than welcome to. I'm not saying no one can't listen. What?
Holy shit! Is that your parting thoughts?
Yeah, goodbye.
Good God. Hey, take care of each other. Be good. I love our podcast, so listen to it. Definitely get some listens in, guys. We love the feedback. We love seeing you guys in here during the live stream. It's much appreciated. Don't forget to tune in to Take Warning All Things Sports Wednesdays. We have a great little secondary show going now. I think the other two hosts are doing well. Other than that, I have cooked bacon naked, and I am so sorry to India for what's going on out there. I hope you guys make it out of there okay. And please, when you do get healthy, stop fucking calling me with a fucking warranty, or that the FBI is going to turn me in for my social fucking security number. What the fuck? I am
Legendary
so fucking
Rob
tired
coming to
of
show,
it.
buddy.
Holy shit, dude. There goes the mic.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, everybody. Thank you
Greg,
for
go.
listening. Fucking dick, dude.
Let's try and get one more out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
Rub
listening
it out, buddy. Just rub it out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the show today. Please go to takewarningpod.com where you can explore additional content on the podcast, as well as find the links to the podcast on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, please get on social media. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Take Warning. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you like about the show, what your thoughts are on the show, and what you would like to see in a future podcast.